Yeah, but Sangha, another very interesting thing that I came across when I was looking up on you was about the law college that you enrolled yourself into. How difficult was it to manage law and cricket, and eventually, be told that you need to choose one between the two? How was it? How was that decision?
It was very difficult because I came to Colombo. We have when I entered university, there was only one law faculty for the whole island, and there were 200 intakes from the whole island for 1 year. So I was very happy that I managed to get in. And my father is an attorney at law, and I was the only child of his. I have three other siblings who was crazy enough to say yes when he suggested law. Even other three just said no way. So I came to Colombo to study law, not to play cricket, because I was at school level. I was what you would call a good, but nothing exceptional. Whereas if you take Mahela, Tilan Samaravira, and a few other players, when they were 16, you knew that they played for Sri Lanka because they were amazing even at that age. But when I came to Colombo, because of our civil troubles, we had an insurrection by a party called the JVP. Started in the 70s, then continued later on when I was a teenager in the 80s. Universities were closed for years, so they had a backlog of students. So I had to wait 2 years to start my university degree. So I used those 2 years to play cricket because I had nothing else to do. I found a job that paid me 4,000 rupees a month. And I played cricket for that. It was a company called Informatics. And then I joined a bank, played some cricket. And suddenly, for my lucky stars, and unfortunately for Sri Lanka, the national team lost in the first round of the World Cup. And selectors, as you know, in our part of the world, they just went, okay, that's it. These guys are too old. We need to get rid of all of them, and we need young blood. And you must have heard this call from the selectors time and time again. Pakistan, Sri Lanka, India, it's not very different at certain times. So I got lucky because it was right at the moment that I had a really good under-23 season. And suddenly I was in the A side. And suddenly by the time I started my first year at university, I was in the A side and then the national side. So we had a rule that said you had to attend 60% of the lectures. And I remember, and probably made the mistake of saying, I won't be able to come for 60% of the lectures because I probably could have got someone else to sign my register for me, saying that because then I could have sat my exams. But then I remember I was told, no, this is an academic institution. You're not here to play cricket. And I kind of said, well, actually, I'm playing for the country. And they said, well, it doesn't matter what you're doing or who you're playing for. You have to either study or you play cricket. You can't do both here. And if you don't come for 60%, you can't sit your exam. So it was a tough choice, spending that long studying to get into uni, spending your 2.5 years there, and then with just a couple of year and a half or a couple of years to go, you have to just decide, okay, what do you do now? And I think I made definitely the right choice. I did what I had to do at that moment. Law or studies you can come back to, but cricket, no chance.
Making a choice, but I want to ask, do you think it's right for a professional degree expecting you not to play for the country and it doesn't matter? Do you think they should have allowed you to sit the law exams? What do you think now in hindsight?
Well, I think the most important thing is to have balanced individuals who are not weighted, just in extremes in one way or the other. And offering the opportunity to further your education while pursuing your passion in terms of an international career is something that most universities in the world really cherish and value and create opportunity for. If you take the US, my sister, who was national tennis champion at 15, went on a full scholarship to Brown in Providence, and she played number one singles for her university, and she ended up, with a double degree. But in Sri Lanka, we were slightly more attuned to, okay, we have a backlog of students. We really need to churn them through here. So I don't really blame the authorities at the time, but I think the thinking has to change. Universities produce not just academics, but they produce individuals of worth and value who can be successful in a wide variety of areas. And sport in universities, like it is in school, is a huge part of developing certain supplementary skills that just academic work work cannot do. So I hope the thinking's changed. I was invited to the inter-university games in Sri Lanka last year, and I went and I saw the passion with which all the universities from all around Sri Lanka participated with, and in so many different sports. So I was really happy that the thinking has changed and that more and more opportunities are created for sportsmen and women to pursue both an academic career and a sporting one.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for our latest content.